Maybe it's the new cast of characters. Maybe I'm an optimist at heart, but this season feels different. Sully, am I a lunatic for feeling that way?
It's different because they have competent leadership, but they're still an average team. I picked them 4-12. All right, they've won 8 games. They still feel like an 8-8 team to me. They could make the playoffs, though. And we could have a lot of shows in the future about what it means to make the playoffs and whether they're going to get better or worse next year, and whether it could just be like the Jets 2 years ago who won 10 games and Miami went in the playoffs last year. It doesn't necessarily mean that much in your evolution to sneak into the playoffs in a really down year for the AFC.
Sean McDermott's favorite word we know is process, right? What's his favorite phrase these days? His favorite phrase has been over and over again where he's talking about work in progress. And he repeated that again on Friday when I was asking him about the defense and its struggles against the run. Work in progress, work in progress. And I think what he's saying, and what Sully's alluding to too, is they have the people that are running this team the way I think the ownership wants it to be run. More discipline, more accountability, smarter for the most part in what they do. Not perfect, they've made some mistakes. But the talent level is really not at where it needs to be to call this a bona fide playoff team.
No.
But it's good enough. It's good enough to put them in that fringe where they could maybe trip and fall into the playoffs.
Yeah, and that's kind of how they've gone this whole season. It's tripped along, but here they are at 8-6 and still have a legitimate shot of ending pro sports' longest playoff drought. Now, they don't have to be Super Bowl contenders. Fans just want to get there. It's just about getting over that hurdle. I think it's a mental thing for the players, the coaches, and the entire fan base.